Hello, and welcome to a comprehensive guide on how to be the very best at the revolutionary grand first-person shooter game Halo Custom Edition. Like everybody that bought Halo Custom Edition, you thought you'd be doing a lot of crazy stuff, but your big blue blob just didn't have turned out as the packaging described.
Fucking roast beef!
Even though you spend many hours searching to Modacity battle articles, you just cannot win at any game type at all. But that's okay, we have the solution for you. Now you may think that the first thing you must do is to click on an appropriate map. But no, you're wrong. This is dangerous. Given that you'll be staring at the screen for many hours, you need to take proper precautions on your eyesight. Before playing this game, I highly recommend you talk to an optician. Although you may have perfect eyesight now, after 400 hours playing this game, you will need glasses. If you do not have a pair of glasses, or the proper healthcare insurance to get you some glasses, I'm going to show you how to protect your eyesight. The first thing you will need to get is a drinking glass, or a cup, but since I live in Germany, both of these items are illegal, so I'll be demonstrating on paint. Although I am no artist, I've tried my best to represent the bottom of two drinking glasses. Now that you have your two drinking glasses firmly situated on top of a table or other hard surface in which it does not get damaged, the next thing you want to do is simply find your favorite custom map and stick it right under the drinking glass. Here's what I made earlier. What you need to do after having your favorite custom map in the left glass is to head over to the Halo Maps forums. I also recommend that you register in those forums, as we'll be doing a lot of mentioning and visiting throughout this guide. Now that both glasses have the images at the bottom, simply sellotape them in front of your face and stare endlessly for many hours. Modability. Yeah. Now that we've covered all the proper safety precautions, we can finally choose a proper map. As the massive gaming buff that you are, we'll be choosing a map based on that interest. This map in particular is known to be the best multiplayer map of all time and is the most posted about on Halo Maps. Although unfortunately, Halo Maps does not give it the proper rights it needs in being called the best map of all time ever, and it should have all the rights to be modified over and over again. Maybe living in 2015 and we're still referring to the map's creator, John Lex 2. Even though he fell into an unexpected retirement 6 billion years ago, in your heart, John Lex 2 never retired, and in everyone's heart in Halo Maps, that also is the case. Fortunately for us, Gearbox's incapabilities are no longer a threat to us. With the release of Halo Anti-Cheat 2 and open source, we can buff Fabrica Abandonada to the map that it should have been. The first thing you need to do after opening your maps folder is to rename the map to its proper name. What the fuck, Gearbox? The next thing you need to do after complaining on Halo Maps that you can't actually rename your map to its actual name is to select a color. After we found our correct shade of light blue, we head on to make our new game type. I highly recommend clicking on the cyborg, although it looks more like an angry old man. Even though we're at the custom game type maker, Gearbox is still shitting in our way and not giving us all of our rightful options, which is why we'll be neglecting all of this gobbledygook, because everybody knows that Fabrica Abandonada does not need game types. After we're done selecting the correct game type for it, we'll be going on and removing Warthog and Ghosts. Although some may complain that this will make capturing flags even harder, we should all know that these vehicles are disgusting. Now that we're in the right situation, we will complete what Fabrica Abandonada was meant to do. We'll be turning our eyes and look at the item options and optimize it appropriately. Now that we've optimized all of the substantial needs for this map, we can now play it. Before that, we shall mess with the player options. The next thing you want to do is to make sure your Spartan survives. As such, we will be giving it the substantial bonuses it needs. As we all know that your opponents in this game can be a complete horseshit, we might as well just not see them. A suicide penalty is Bungie's way to punish those people who do not play by the rules. But since that never happens, I've turned that off too. Now that all of these things have been accomplished, we can actually play the map. I highly recommend clicking on the Join Game button. When in game, you will be greeted by this map that you've been longing for all these minutes. The first mode of action should be is to realize who exactly our enemies are. And once you're doing a mighty fine job of doing this, we shall move on to next endeavors, precisely in finding ways on how to kill your enemies. Although some will recommend that you should not start blood whoring everyone, there's one fatal thing that they forgot to remember. That being the light bluish color has a buff that is fitted into the game. That being that light bluish Spartans tend to survive by eating the souls of their fallen enemies. To activate this mode, simply go into console and type the following. Ah, that was easy, right? Now that you have completed in restoring John Lex 2's map to its former glory, do not try to kill anyone with this method, because people rage quitting is not okay. You would also not be able to do this on other maps if you've done so, because map hard-ons are the best type of hard-ons. Topography. Now that you've completed the map and have nothing else to do, simply go and press F12, taking a screenshot which you can post on Halo Maps. Make sure to title that thread, "I reclaimed Fabrica Abaddoneda and modded it better than ever," and you will get 15 pages of replies. Thank you all for watching. This has been me, bringing you the video on how to get good on Halo Custom Edition, mates. LOL.